20 hours in on a 35-hour competition. Good job, guys. Amazing work today. 15 hours to go. Chainsaw carving is the place to be, the place to see. Come on down and see it for yourself.
My name is Chris Balkwell. I'm here with Chetwynd Communication Society. We're selling our 30th anniversary, and we're here at the Chainsaw Carving Championships and celebrating their 20th anniversary. Beside me, I got Chris Larsen, and he is the president of the Chetwynd International Chainsaw Carving Championship Society.
Nailed it.
He's agreed to do an interview with us here today, so without further ado, let's get on the way. So this is the 20th anniversary of the championship. How does it feel to reach this milestone?
Oh, Chris, that's a good one right off the hop. So 20 years, it started actually 22 years ago in 2004 was when it very first started. But to make it to 20 years, a lot of these competitions around the world, they don't make it to 20 years.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Without the support that we've gotten over the years from the community and the district and things like that, we would have never made it here. But because as a community, we all bought in, that's how we got here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what does this achievement mean for the community?
Well, like you have to come to Chetwynd to see it. But when you walk around this town, there's over 200 sculptures in town, like just in and around the town. And I think there's a sense of pride for that, for the entire community. Like, we're known for it. It's right in the district of Chetwynd's logo. It's their modus operandi. It's everything to them. A community carved by success.
I've seen some of those carvings. They actually have like a carver's lane, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We call it Carver's Row.
Carver's Row.
Yeah, and every year we put this year's competition pieces out there for 1 year.
Oh, so they're constantly moving around.
So the ones that are there right now are last year's competitions pieces. There's 12 all lined up along Carver's Row, and they stay there for the year. As soon as we're done here this year, those ones will all go out and get distributed amongst the community, and this set here will rest there for a year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How has the event grown over the last 20 years? Has it gotten bigger? Is it the same size?
No, it has definitely grown over the last 20 years. Every year it just gains a little bit. It's just a progressive, constant climb. It's always been really well received, but it just keeps growing because every year we get a new group of carvers that head out into the world and they tell everybody about how well they were treated in Chetwynd. Yeah. And that's really where we hang our hat, is how well we treat these carvers, that they go back out, and the wood that we give them. If you need anything, let me know. If I will find it, I will get it. This is something that we do in Chetwynd, right? Like, I will make sure that somehow, some way, we'll make it work. I'll go and I've bought new saws, I've bought new stuff all on the weekend of, right? So we can make it happen. And I want everybody to be able to do equally. And as far as that goes, that's kind of what I was saying earlier too.
So this is an international competition.
Yeah.
So absolutely. How far do people travel to compete?
Anywhere that the world's best carvers are, that's the ones we're trying to pull from. So usually our format is 4 international, 4 US, and 4 Canadian carvers. And this year, being the 20th anniversary, we changed it up just a little bit, and we went with 6 international, 6 North American. So I kind of pitted them against each other as far as our continent versus the world.
Yeah. So we're talking like we got carvers here from Japan,
Australia, the UK, Scotland.
That's crazy.
And they come from all over the world all the time. There's like
just to compete here in Chetwynd.
Lithuania the list is endless.
Okay. What can visitors expect this year?
So this year, being we've kind of coined the return of the champions this year. So all the carvers that are out in the field here, the 12 carvers that are here this year, have been here before 2, 3, 4 times. Chris Foltz, I think it might be his 9th visit to Chetwynd.
Oh, okay.
He is actually the most winningest carver to ever come here. So, and one of my judges this year is from the U.S. as well, Jeff Samadowski, and he's the 2nd most winningest carver that's ever competed in Chetwynd. But
Nice.
this year he's a judge for us. So, I mean, it is the top caliber of the world, and that's what people will expect.
Are the carvers actually handpicked and selected for this championship, or is it open?
So there is no application process for Chetwynd. We as a board, so it's a volunteer board, a society, and we as a board, we sit down and we go through the names. So a few of us on the board will spend all of our spare time looking and watching through other competitions, seeing who's placing, who's winning, who the new up-and-comers are, and who's still carving. So it is an invitational only competition.
Okay.
And so our board decides, we narrow it down. We'll pick like a few backups for each one, but we'll narrow it down to that 12 that we want to invite. And then we have a backup list as well, because sometimes there's life events. There's life events. We very rarely get turned down for an invitation to Chetwynd, because nobody in the world gets to carve these 4-foot by 8-foot log
So
cedars.
if there is another competition going on somewhere else, people will pick Chetwynd over the other competition.
Absolutely.
Nice.
The only conflict that we've ever had is the other biggest competition in the world. The German and Husky Cup is a different format. It's not the same type of competition, but it's very prestigious as well.
Oh, okay.
But we actually kind of fit into a circuit of carving competitions, and that's why we always have it on the 2nd weekend of June, is so that we don't cross over with other competitions.
Oh, nice.
So that a lot of these carvers here today, I think 3 of them for sure, are headed down to Reedsport, Oregon next to carve in a pretty regular big competition there as well.
Oh,
so
okay.
we try not to land on the same weekends,
Yeah.
and then they can just tour, because these guys make a living at it. They're out there touring the world,
Yeah.
carving and competing.
Yeah, this isn't just for fun. There's an award for this.
There is an award. It keeps the steel in their eye a little bit for sure.
Yeah. Why has chainsaw carving become so important to the community of Chetwynd?
I think for me, like I obviously have a lot of love for the competition, but I think for the community of Chetwynd, there's a lot of pride. There's a lot of pride that they realize, and you know, we've been telling them for years, that how important it is for these carvers when they come here. They get a competition T-shirt like this, and they wear that to other places, and they take it other places, and they're proud to have been here, just to have competed. And the town itself supports us so much. Of the money we raise and everything, 90% of that comes locally. That's how much of a heart piece it is to the community of Chetwynd, is that we raise it through our businesses, through our hotels, through our people, to make sure that they can come here and compete. That's how we support it, is through the community. So it really shows what it means to the community.
So you're the president of the society,
Yeah.
but it's really the community coming together that makes
Oh
this
yeah,
happen.
no, I do not put my name in front of this competition in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
It is not a Chris Larsen competition. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
It is really weird.
Community driven.
Yeah, you get that community driven feel about it. The community comes together, they support it, they do all the work. We organize and we put the pieces into place, but we can't do it without the people and the sponsors and the commitment from the district and the town. So after the competition's over, as you can imagine, we're a little maybe wore out for the day. So we have our AGM in September, and that's when we start right away leading into, we try and get any new members that want to come on the board, and then we go into our selection process, where we're picking our carvers, and we like to get those invitations out kind of before Christmas, and that's really our first thing on the docket. And then after that, we lean into okay, let's worry about fundraising, let's worry about this. But really, it's all year round. But our meetings go from September till just before the competition, and then we have one wind down meeting afterwards where we see how we fared. and we start again.
So you really, so it's from September to get ready for July.
Well, yeah,
That's like
the
nine
June,
months.
The end of June, we'll have that one last meeting to say, okay, oh my goodness, we made it again.
Yeah, we can breathe.
Yeah, and then we leave, and then we wait to that September AGM.
What impact does this competition bring to local businesses?
Oh, well, so it's never really been measured, but I can attest to the fact that all of our hotels are full. All of our campgrounds, the local campgrounds closest to town, are full. The people start lining up. They see it on the highway. If they didn't hear about it on the drive-through, we get so many people stop on their way to Alaska and things like that. As soon as they see it, they're like, "Oh, what's happening here?" Because it's not on everybody's radar. Our media spread only goes so far. But we do get people that travel in all over the countries just to come here for this.
I've noticed it's difficult to find a table in a restaurant right now.
I would agree to that, yeah. We actually went out just randomly last night. We were going to stop in at the local for a quick beer with about 6 of us, and we couldn't find a table big enough to sit us. Because they were full. They were full, and there was a lot of people, right? So it's really good to see. Also, the local restaurants, the local hotels, the campgrounds, things like that. They're definitely feeling it. We bring in a lot of vendors. I think we got 5 or 6 main food vendors out there and a bunch of little sales vendors, a big 50-50 going on. So those things also are like, drumming,
they just add
the
to
community.
it.
They're additives. Yeah, you betcha.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the quick carve auction.
Oh, that's a big one. So the quick carve auction happens after our 35 hours of carving. So all the contestants, it's from horn to horn. They get 10 hours a day for the first 3 days, 5 hours on the last day. That's their 35 hours to complete the main sculptures. I give them a couple hours to rest up, and then we do an hour and a half quick carve with the main carvers. I've integrated over the last few years, the board and I have integrated putting in the assistants as a quick carve as well, because they started bringing, everybody wants to come to Chetwynd, get the t-shirt, get the stuff, right? So they're all pro carvers assisting and only allowed to stand and help and hold, but they're all pro carvers in their own right, all the assistants. So I let them do a quick carve because they've been itching all weekend to get over there.
Yeah. They want to take the reins.
Absolutely. But the real big draw about the quick carve is that so everybody gets the crowd around. We usually get about 500 upwards, 600-700 sometimes. People just crowded around the fence watching them carve right there, right live. 1 hour for the assistants, an hour and a half for the professionals, the master carvers, and then we sell them to the crowd.
50 now, would you go 12? 1150 now, we're looking for 12. 1150 now, anybody go 12? Beautiful. Grizzly Bear Musk, we're at 1150 now, would you go 1200? 1150 now, anybody go 1200? How about, we there? Yeah! 1200 now, we're looking for 13. 1200 now, would you go 13? Yep. 13 now, we're looking for 14. 1300 now, 1400 now, we're looking for 1500. 1400, would you go 15? 14 now, we got 14, 15 now, we're looking for 16. Yeah! 16 now.
So that's the draw. You can own a piece when you leave here.
And with no price tag, it's an auction.
It's an auction. It's a live auction. We sell them to the crowd. Whoever's got the biggest wallet wins the day.
Nice.
It's definitely worth getting in on it early when everybody's a little timid and they're going for $5, $6, $7, $800.
Yeah.
Last year we hit a new record and sold one of the carvings, I believe it was $6,300.
$6,300
for a single carving, and it has actually been donated back from the initial buyer who paid $5,300 for it, or $5,600 it might have been. But
wow.
But he donated it back. We resold it, and the money went to the fire victims that year of Tumbler Ridge.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was a teary moment. It was amazing. It was amazing. But
1650 going twice. So there we go. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
But somebody walked away with the carving, and everybody won.
Nice.
Yeah. For the first time, I'm almost used to it, but just the awe that it inspires. So if you're coming for the first time and you're able to get here Thursday morning when it's still a log, when it's still just a 4-foot round by 8-foot tall log, and you can stay the weekend and watch it turn into these beautiful pieces of art, you'll be hooked for life. You'd be hooked for life. So for those people that come to see it live, to see them create the art, that's where it's at. That's what I would tell first timers.
Why does someone need to come down here and see it for themselves in person? I'm sure there's a ton of video about chainsaw carving out there.
Yeah.
Right? Anyone could hop on YouTube and chainsaw carving.
Yeah.
Right? So why do you need to be here? I mean, I can tell you, for me, it's the smell. I love the smell of fresh cut cedar.
So cedar's got its own thing, right?
Yeah.
And then for the last couple of years, we've had Aspen Fuels as a sponsor. It used to be the smell of cedar and the smell of two-stroke oil. We got rid of the two-stroke oil. Now it's just cedar. Yeah. But yeah, the smell is a good one. That's a good one. But like I say, I think to see these artists working and sweating and crushing it to build these sculptures that they just don't exist anywhere else in this setting. Yeah. So to come and see it live, it would change your view of what it is. Yeah. Yeah. And for me, I can't get a food truck burger at home. That's right. That's right. The food trucks is a good one. Yeah, that's a good point. I should shout out to them as well for sure. Yeah, because I think we have close to 20 vendors signed up this year. We had the ice cream truck. That's a real good one. Yeah. 40 some odd flavors or 60 flavors. I don't even know what it is. There's too many to pick from, but I got my favorite anyway. Oh, nice. What really makes this competition possible? So the very first thing that makes this competition possible is the sponsors.
Congratulations, Mr. Folds. Thank you so much to Does Cho and Vitriol Minerals. They sell a lot of houses around here. Booze Team Realty has been a big supporter of the chainsaw carving. They help out where they can. And they're our first place cash prize sponsor this year. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Karen. We have a chainsaw and some other stuff provided by SNRI. And our first place winner for the 20th Tournament of Champions, Brandon Kroon with Logo! Yeah! Those are real tears, folks.
So, like I said earlier, we raise, I would guess, 90% of the money locally, even if it's the bigger companies. But it's because they're here locally. The coal mines, the Solaris Murphy pipelines, the guys like that. They are big sponsors and they like to come in and support community events like this, but it's also every other small sponsor that comes in. We have sponsors come in at, say, $500 to support a meal for the carvers. And that money goes a long ways. We feed them. We feed these carvers. We put them in hotels. All the hotels in town donate their rooms so that we can keep this going, right? So it's an in-kind donation, but it's really what keeps us going. Oh, absolutely. And then beyond that, I mean, these guys are traveling from Japan. That goes a long way when they don't have to pay for their room. They don't have to pay for their food. I don't know of another competition that does it quite like we do. Yeah. I don't know of another competition that provides tents and provides saws and provides hotels and feeds them nonstop from the time they get here. And that's, again, all due to the sponsorships that we have. We couldn't do it. We couldn't pay for it. We couldn't do anything without that. Yeah. But the other thing that might be the biggest part of it is the carvers themselves. The carvers themselves being able to come down here and just being so willing to be a part of this. And, well, actually, like, clamoring to be a part of this, really, that's what keeps us going year after year. Well, thank you for your time. Yeah, that's an easy one to remember for us, the Chris and Chris team. Yeah, that's right. All right, thanks, Chris. Okay, you bet.